Being an overthinker is a blessing.
If you're just operating by habit, then you're not really living. Things just very rarely go haywire now.
It's bad enough you're the only one who actually believes in yourself. Other people, they tend to give you a crazy eye when you tell them what you actually want to do with your life, or smashes your dreams. I believe an overthinker is both a prisoner and a prison guard. Someone who possesses the keys to free himself, but prefers law and order over freedom. Ever since my balls dropped and I hit puberty, I've been the biggest overthinker that I know of. Barely talked to girls in middle school, barely shot the ball in high school, all because of fear. Even as a young boy, I was stubborn in my own way. My friends would often make pretty bad decisions, cussing out the teachers, spending all their money on Bape hoodies, talking to their girlfriend's best friend behind their back. Looking back on it, they made me look like a saint. But in the moment, I felt like, because even in my adolescence, I knew I wasn't a saint. I was just too afraid to be anything else. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm overthinking a video about overthinking. Recently, there's been a man who passed away. The man I'm referring to was named, how do we frame that? Was alive, David Lynch. His work doesn't really speak out to me. My type of cinema is a little off-putting, but I guess that's the point. But what I really respect is the man. He's saying all the things that I would like to believe were true. Holy fuck, I can't see any, put these back on. He's the only person that I've ever heard verbalize it perfectly. The importance of spending time by yourself to come up with ideas that may have never been seen before. The complete opposite nature of an overthinker, which is why I think I connect with him so much, is because he's almost like an old shaman preaching his wisdom around the campfire. Only this time you don't have to ingest frog pus in order to get high and see your ancestors. You can just watch a 6-minute YouTube video.
How do you do that?
I don't know. Without him, I probably wouldn't have made the connection between the intuition and its importance in the day-to-day life. We're distracted, convoluted, frustrated, probably envious of everybody around us, just a complete mess. And the biggest travesty among all this is not the fact that we are short-tempered or have the attention span of an ant, it's that we've lost touch with our intuition.
Intuition is the intellect and emotions swimming together. It's like a knowingness. It feels correct, and it's logical.
An overthinker is obsessed with rational and logical thought. If it doesn't make logical sense to jump off a plane, you're probably not going to jump off the plane. Does it make rational sense to jump off a plane? Is that the best metaphor I can come up with? It doesn't matter. But what happens if your gut is telling you to jump out? Probably not going to listen. Why? Because what the hell is a gut supposed to... A gut is supposed to tell you when you're hungry, not to voluntarily commit the S word. But what I've realized from people like David Lynch, and I know of a couple others, they just don't come to mind right now, is that these people are risk takers. They do things without acting, but they weren't always this way, which is why they have such like a great way of explaining it to people who in your early 20s, late teens, whatever the hell, can't make sense of anything. They found the codes of overthinking and how to reverse it, but they didn't brand it as such. They're just telling you to sit by yourself and come up with ideas. Me as an overthinker, I see this as a way out of prison. Whether you use it creatively or you're nervous going on a date, being in touch with your intuition seems to be the best option. I'm always concerned with the thousands of different ways that I could do one thing. Something so simple, I turn into so complex that I don't even attempt it at all. But things are really coming to, a clash where time is moving with or without me, so I can't really experiment trying to be a Bobby Fischer, all these plans and agendas. I think it's best if I just move without thinking every once in a while. Doing something like this, my other job, or traveling alone has really helped show that there is another frontier besides the maze that I run in my head since I was a young boy. That your overthinking doesn't have to be abolished just because you turn your brain off, but it's actually those same thoughts that would trip you up, they come to help you. Only when you have a task in front of you worthy of switching your brain off. I don't think he's a spokesperson for overthinking. I think he was just the first person who I came across who was able to put it so simple on how to use your brain instead of letting your brain use you. I fucked that up. Okay.